Hey everyone, Robb from Roll here, and I'm coming at you today with another video about Warhammer 40k and kind of where I stand on it at the moment. So it's been a few months since I've played a game of 40k proper. I think I've played a combat patrol in there, but ultimately I haven't been playing a whole lot, unfortunately. I haven't had the time, haven't been able to go to places just because I get out of work a little bit later than I used to, so it's a little hard to get to events that are during the weekday. That said, I was able to convince Craig, who, if you've ever seen my Space Wolves taking on Death Guard, I'm playing Craig, and I convinced him to kind of play again because the Death Guard Codex had come out, and he was excited about some of the new units that he was able to get. So we played a game just a few nights ago, actually. So this was pre-Codex, so he was still using the Index. I was using, I'm still obviously using the Imperium 1 Index for my Space Wolves. We played a 1,500 point army game, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot more fun than I remembered. We played, I forget, I think it's Big Guns Never Tire is the name of the scenario. Basically, it's the one where heavy units, get priority for objectives and you get an extra point for taking them out. It was a really even game. We ended up having to end it a little bit early. We ended it in turn 4 is when we ended, instead of going to turn 5 and then 6 or 7 just because it got really late. He won by a single point because we had scored everything the same. We both held 2 objectives, we both took out a heavy unit, but he got first blood. So that played into his favor, which was really unfortunate because I think, had we gone a 5th turn, I may have been able to eke out a victory. I think I probably would have been able to take an objective from him while retaining my own, which would have been a big change. But I ran into some of the same difficulties I always ran into facing him. I've always struggled against the Death Guard, especially because he has a Defiler in there. He has a Hellbrute now, he has his Bloat Drone. And I mostly ran a lot of, ground troops. I have mostly the Dark Imperium box. So, I have the Intercessors, I have the Hellblasters, I have some Grey Hunters. Now I have some Long Fangs. Those are super effective. Really liking those. I have my Thunderwolf Cavalry, which I've since re-outfitted. They used to have, like a melee weapon and their pistol. Now I outfitted all of them with Storm Shields, which I saw in multiple online forums, and I'm like, oh boy, this is amazing. They can charge in there with their 3-up invulnerable save, and they are going to wreck face. And they did. They got through a lot. And actually, if you look on our Instagram /ready-to-roll, you will see a picture where it's 2 of the 3 Thunderwolf Cavalry being attacked by his Bloat Drone, his Hellbrute, and 2 groups of 8 Plague Marines. Because he just wanted them to die that much. All 4 of those units charged in the same turn. And I was able to take out the Hellbrute during that, before they died. Because I used the stratagem that lets you, cut in the middle of charging. So, not all was lost. They were able to do a good amount of damage, and they did their job for the most part. But I was thinking, there has to be something more, right? It was a close game, closer than normal. Normally he does a little bit better than I do. So I'm like, okay, how can I strategize this differently? How can I go about this? And I haven't come up with a clear conclusion yet, but I will say 2 weeks ago, I bought this lovely guy, Space Wolf Venerable Dreadnought. I outfitted him with the Fenrisian Great Axe and the Storm Shield. I'm really looking forward to him getting in there and wrecking face. 5 attacks, I think at a strength 10 with the axe, minus 3 AP, and each attack doing d6 damage. Even with his disgustingly resilient, which is really annoying, by the way, this guy should be able to do some work once he gets in there. I also threw one of the little banners you get with the wolf pack on top because I thought it looked cool. I bought that 2 weeks ago with Shadespire. If you've seen any of my Shadespire stuff, you know I'm going crazy about that, and you can probably expect a video on that not too shortly. In addition to that, when I went there today, because today's the day where the Sepulchral Guard and Iron Skull's Boys released for Shadespire, I also picked up, this is the very incomplete version of it, middle of building the Stormfangs gunship / Stormwolf. I think I'm going with the Stormwolf. I just looked online, some forums, trying to figure out which. I was originally reading Stormwolf, and now that when I bought it, I'm like, okay, Stormfang, because I really wanted to go in there and take it out as Defiler. I wanted to take out as Plaguecaster, take out Typhus when he drops him. But now that I'm reading more about, the way that people are using them in game, the things that Space Wolves are good at, I started reading forums. That's a good thing. Things are good at, loading up with like 15, Blood Claws and a Wolf Guard Battle Leader or a Wolf Lord or what have you. and then just dropping them and letting them charge and causing all kinds of chaos and destruction that way. I'm like, for 10 less points and a not too dissimilar loadout, being able to transport an additional 10 guys sounds pretty good. So I'm pretty sure I'm going with the Stormwolf in this case. I'm really looking forward to getting it all done. Today was potentially the last good priming day of the year, so I don't know if I'll get it primed. I don't know if I'm going to get this guy primed. I'm holding out that tomorrow is just warm enough. The humidity should be good enough, but I'm holding out that tomorrow is just warm enough that I can go out there, at the peak heat, get these things primed. I'm trying to finish these up tonight and get the basing done on these and a few other models I have. Get a whole lot of priming done, because now I don't think I'm going to be able to prime again until the spring, because I'm in New England and it is November, and I'm surprised I'm priming even still today. I was able to prime some Shadespire stuff. So that's just an update. I forgot how much I love 40k. I realized I really love 40k. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any kind of events that are going on. Gonna see if I can't take off work early, once or twice a month to get to the basically bi-weekly combat patrol that happens at my local gaming store. I would really like to be doing more large point battles. Combat patrol is fun, but I don't know if this is combat patrol everywhere or just my store. You can't take any unit more than 249 units, so 249 points. So 250 points plus you can't use. That means I can't take my help or my dreadnought if I really want to. I can't take obviously can't take the Stormwolf or the gunship, whichever I make it. So it kind of limits that, and I like to be able to play with some things more than those. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have to see if there's any kind of cool events coming up on a weekend or what have you, or just see if anyone's up to play a game here or there. But you can expect to hear back from me not too shortly, hopefully, getting more experience. I'm sure me and Craig are going to play soon, because he, in addition to getting the Codex today, he got the Plagueburst Crawler, which looks so cool. That is such a cool looking tank, by the way. Plagueburst Crawler looks amazing. And he also got the Deathshroud Terminators that kind of drop down. They can drop down with any character or drop down wherever, but it kind of seems like they're designed to drop down around Typhus or Lord of Contagion and basically just take and absorb hits for them. So he got those, so that'll be interesting. Once I get my Dreadnought and my ship out on the table, that should be interesting. I have another wolf pack I can make. It'll be good. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes of our next battle, and I'm hoping we're able to pull out our toys. We were talking about 2,000, or based on how our points line up, maybe even a 2,500 point thing. Maybe we'll do a bat rep. You can't see it, but I recently got one of the 6 foot by 4 foot neoprene, almost mouse pad style battle mats. So that made our game look a lot better, even though some of our terrain is literally just pieces of foam piled up. But yeah, so it's cool. Hopefully, maybe do a bat rep even sometime soon, and if not, at the very least, I'll be reporting back on our next battle and the rest of my 40k adventures. And of course, keep an eye out for my Shadespire videos, because I'm going to be recording one of those probably in 5 minutes after I record this one. As always, I've been Robb from Robb, but make sure you're following us across our social media: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Patreon, YouTube. All of those are /ready to roll, except for Twitch and Twitter, which are ready_to_roll. And just a quick reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means you have a free sub a month. We like to stream, that free sub costs you nothing, but it does give us a tiny bit of a monetary gain, and that'll help us support the site if you are so inclined. We'd really appreciate it. But otherwise, you can support us by just following us, liking our stuff, sharing our stuff if you really like it. So yeah, thanks. Thanks for your support. Again, I've been Robb from Ready to Roll. Catch you guys later.